So today we are going to be creating this flyer, and this flyer contains some functions that are available to you on Canva. Moving forward with our brand, our Ferdo's design, how to create this sort of effect. So we will be going forward from our last class, and we're creating the flyer today to kind of introduce them to our online platform, telling them that tacos is available. All right, so let's get a background shape. Let's get a shape into our workspace. So remember our colors, right? They are here. So I expect that everyone participating in this Canva course does the classwork, right? So you're following, you're watching, and then you're following. That's why you have the files available in the Google Sheet, so you can access the files and create exactly what I'm doing. This is going to help you to master the tools and the various design styles, and also train your mind to see and think like a graphic designer. And please, moving forward, I expect everyone to do what I'm doing, as well as using those functions, using what you have learned, applying every single thing that you have learned in a class for your assignment. Remember, your assignment is for your own brand. And so, yeah. Okay, so moving forward, we need a shape. We need to create a shape here. And back to element, bring a shape in. And there are tricks on Canva. There are tricks on Canva that you must learn, because, for instance, you cannot curve just two parts, right? As you can see, all corners are being rounded right now. So Canva does not have the functionality to curve here and here. You can't curve two corners. If you're curving any shape, you're curving all corners. So how do we achieve, two parts being rounded? So first of all, let's get the length of our. This alignment is very important to your work as a graphic designer. You want to make sure that your work is aligned, and Canva helps us to, know when our work is aligned. So now you can see that it's in the middle. So let's increase this part, and yeah, we're going to change the color to one of our colors. Great. So let's duplicate this shape. So you can duplicate the shape by copy, and then you can paste it. I just use the short key for paste like you use on your Microsoft Word, but let's do it using, so you paste it, then you make sure they are aligned, move it, and then you can curve this one, because we want the right side to be curved. So you understand now that this part is fully curved, right? But then once we trying to kind of get it towards or together with the other one, it looks like one shape. So we can select both of them, and then we can group. Can you see group here? Or you can click this and click on group. So what grouping is going to do to it is it makes it one, right? You have to ungroup it to be able to make adjustments to each object in this group. So we have that, and we are also going to learn how to bring in photos from Canva resources. I've shown you how to get resources outside of Canva, like from www.freepik.com, but now we are going to get something from Canva. So you open your element and then you go to photos, see all. There you can search. We are going to search for tacos. It's very important that you are able to subscribe on Canva. This will help you get a lot of resources that are for paid feature, for paid subscribers. So I think this is the tacos. I'm going to just click it, and so it comes with its background, right? So let's get the background out of the way using the background remover tool up here, as you can see. So we're going to remove the background and done. Yours might take a while, but mine is done. So this is the key. This button over here is what you use to rotate. We are going to rotate, and you can use this to resize. So let's have it kind of like this. Okay, so we are going to bring in our text as part of the design. Click on text here, heading, and we say tacos. Let's have our tar first. So we can, just make it tacos, uppercase, and highlight everything so you align it to the right. So now it is aligned. We need to change our font. So the font we are going to use for this is Northwester. We are using Northwester. The space between the line spacing we have to also adjust. Okay, so this is good. So our training on Canva is in a way that I'm going to be showing you different things, and then from those different things you should be able to learn. You should be able to learn and develop yourself to create yours. So let's just have it somewhere around here, and we are going to change our text color to white, and the letter spacing, the spaces between the letters, I would like to adjust. So let's go to where we adjust our line spacing. We can also adjust the letter spacing. Okay, so it's not taking effect right now because it's not highlighted. So I'm going to highlight everything and then make the adjustment. Good. So we have something like this. All right. So no, we don't need you. Let's get this out of the way. All right. So we have this, and let's move our text a little bit towards this part. Okay. So for the purpose of the effect we are going to create, it is better for us to, it's not as if we can't do it other ways, but it's better for us to have the text separately. So we're going to just copy this, delete, and then we can get this out of the way. Sometimes you can have this kind of trouble with Canva. All right, so we are going to just duplicate this and then replace the text. Replace the text with what we copied. So we can move it closer. All right, good. So as I was saying, we are trying to get an effect that, you know, we have stroke on the tacos, and yeah, and this text we have to take behind. So we have to select the text, select both of them. You can't do this on your mobile, you have to do it individually, but desktop version you can do that. So you click and then you go to layers over here, then you go to show layers. I'm using the show layers part because I need you to see that there's this function. So right now we have brought it, this is the tacos layer, and right now we have brought the text underneath the tacos layer, and it has taken effect on our workspace. I want to create the text effect on this, so we are going to click and copy, and then we are going to paste. So we have this here, right? This is the one in front. So I'm going to teach you how to add effect to text, right? So there are a lot of effect that you can add to text. So this is the effect here, and we are going to go to hello, right? So when we click on hello, we can reduce the thickness of the border, something decent. So let's use 10, and I expect that as you practice, you're also keeping with the variables I'm using. So we just try to align the text with this, and so as you can see, if we move the tacos, because it is underneath of the layer, now we can see only the text with the effect. All right, so we have been able to achieve that. I think we should reduce this guy a bit. Yeah, increase this guy a bit. So the next thing we are going to do is bringing in photos again. We had chili, red chili and green chili. I don't know what it's called in your country, but we had those in the design file. So let's go to element, and write pepper. Okay, I already have it here. So we have this, the green one. Okay, I'm not going to drag, I'm just going to click, it appears. So we have this, right? We need just a small size. Let's have one here. You can rotate it, let's have one here. And for the desktop version that I'm using, to duplicate easily, you don't have to do copy and paste. You can use your option for Mac or Alt key, hold, and just move. So as you can see, I've been able to make duplicates of it. But for mobile version, you have to copy and paste. So we are going to bring in the green one, and reduce the size. let's have something around here. Around here, duplicate. Something around here, and I think maybe a little one on the text maybe fine. Let's rotate it, or we can just flip it horizontally. Just flip it horizontally, rotate it like this, rotate it this way. All right, so if you noticed on the main flyer we're trying to recreate right now, the chilies were blurred, so it's an effect, right? It's an effect that we are going to know how to apply, the photo effect. So let's apply it on this chili here. As you can see, it's not blurred right here. Let's close this. As you can see, it's not blurred right here. So we select this and click on edit over here. So we are going to have a lot of we have adjustment, Magic Studio, filters, and FX effect, and apps. We are going to treat that as we go forward, but for now, let's use what we have around here. So we have FX filter, effect, I mean, and we're going to use the blur here. So click on blur, give it some time. Yours might be on this brush, but make sure it is in whole image, right? And I'm going to increase the intensity. As you can see, it's getting really blurred. So let's leave it at 50. Let's leave it at 50. Then I'm going to go back, close it, and as you can see, the chili is blurred, right? And we can copy that effect, so we don't have to keep applying to every one of them. We can just make a copy of that style. So we just copy and paste here, and copy style and paste here. Again, copy style, paste there. You can copy the style, and paste here. So we have our chilies and they are all blurred. So I think the next thing we have to do is add our text and icon. So just to kind of demarcate this title with the next text coming, let's bring in a line. Go to element, go back from photos so you can see every other thing, and in shapes you'll see line. So let's bring in the line. So we have the line. If yours come in a different color, let's bring it down first. If yours come in a different color, you can go up here to change it. Change the stroke color from here, and also the thickness, and check. We can reduce the weight. So I'm going to just use 3. So I expect that you use 3 also. So let's reduce the length of the line. This is going to be very tricky for those who are designing using their mobile version, because trying to reduce the length of this line is going to have the line wobble, kind of rotating all the way, but you'd get it. So let's add the text. Ready? So let's reduce the, so it's supposed to say tacos available online. And we're going to change the color, the text color to this. Okay, so it did not work because we forgot to highlight. Let's change the color. So great. As you can see, I am doing my best to make sure we are following our brand color. So let's put it here. So you can also take note of the numbers, right? The width. So we are using width of 366 and height of 44. So let's align it. It has to be aligned to the text above this. So we have that. Now we are going to bring in the icon for web, because we have to put website in which they need to purchase. So you can always search web site icon. It's already here. So let's pick this. So we have this. So we want this black to be white and this white to be red, so it can blend in with the colors we have there. So let's change this to white and change the white. You can see the white here. So you have two colors, the white and the which was previously black, and the white which is still white. So let's change that to red. So we have that. Let's reduce the size. Learn to zoom. It's going to really help your work. For those who are using mobile version, you can use your two fingers to just, zoom in. And so let's put our text. So we don't need this weight of text. We need something around here. So let's use Alfredo's kitchen. All right, we can put the www. Okay, so we need to put .com to indicate that this is a website. So let's highlight and change the color to white. Let's reduce the font size to 20 is okay. Let's move this a bit so text aligns. So as you can see, I'm doing my best to make sure that my work is balanced and everything is aligned. It's a serious principle in graphic design, right? So so we have that tacos available online. Then the next thing we are gonna do is put in our address and phone number. But first of all, let's put in the brand name. I think we should move this bit and move this word. We rotate it in word. This. Okay. I should have left the previous one. I had to delete it so we can start again, but that's all right. Tacos Let's put in the name of the brand, Alfredo. Alfredo with an apostrophe in. Let's align it to the right. Line spacing not good. Far away, no social distancing. So let's reduce the size. Move it upward somewhere. It's too big. We can have it something like this. And then I think there was a tagline. There was a tagline for this, which we are going to add. And use it to very, very little. Okay, yeah, so this is good. I think it was let's just write great taste. Happy day. Can't remember the previous tagline we used, but remember this is not a real company, so we have the privilege to adjust. All right, so there's something else that we did in that one. We increased the letter spacing. Just to make the tagline, I think we need to also reduce the text size, and then we align it to the left. Align it to the left. As you can see, right, I'm using the alignment here. These are design principles I do not expect that you omit. So we have that, and as you can see, the Alfredo kitchen and the tagline is in the middle of this shape. So I do not expect. You can see the available online is in the middle of this COS, the course from the tacos, right? And as you can see, the website and the icon is in the middle of available online. So you just have to maintain alignment. Very important. That's why you see all these lines, coming around, just to help you maintain alignment. So let's bring in more icons, the call icon and the location icon. Branding and design, you have to maintain consistency in alignment, consistency in the kind of icons that you use. So location icon, right? So we are not going to use any of this because we already used something with a circular border. So let's use this. This may not be available to you because you are not subscribed. I think you should subscribe. This is very, very, very affordable. It's less than $2. I think you should subscribe so you can have access, because while I'm going to be teaching you, I'm going to be using some pro version, some pro resources on Canva. So we have this, and remember we have our contact, and from the previous class, from the previous work, we can always copy and paste. If you are using the mobile version, you can also copy and paste, and copy from one page and paste on another page. So we have this. If you notice, it indicates, you see the line that appears when it's in the middle of the circle. So alignment is very important. So the text size for this is 18. I expect, because from the last assignment, I saw people were using their preferred sizes. which is not good. You have to follow exactly what I'm creating so that it can help you shape your mind to be a better designer on time, right? So we need the phone icon, search phone icon. So yeah, like we said, we have to use something that has a circular border. That's going to help us. We are changing the black to white and changing the white to red. All right, we reduce it. So it's important that the sizes of your icons are the same. They are the same. So let's check what the size of this one is. 50 by 50. We have to make this 50 by 50 also. And then 50 by 50. So you don't want to have some icons bigger and some smaller. That wouldn't make you a professional designer. So gotta make it in the middle. And so one of the things that you have to do when you're designing, especially when you're using the mobile version, right? The background, this color, I'm going to change the color so you can see, you can have an idea what I'm talking about. This background color, right? You lock it. You make sure you select it. When you have it done, make sure you select and you lock it, right? So I'm going to lock it now. It's selected now. Click more. You can lock, right? You can lock. So when you lock it, you will not be able to move it. You'll not be able to move it. You can move any other thing, right? But you'll not be able to move it. So it's going to help you, when you're working, and so you don't keep, touching it and moving it around by mistake. And those who are also using the desktop version, you can always, drag over multiple things, multiple elements, and move around without having issues. Now I can align both of them. As you can see the line appears. So this is the middle and it's going to be here. And so yeah, we have our flyers done. So I expect that you create this, submit this, and also use everything that you've been taught in this class to create something for your brand. So it can be an offer, it can be a product that is available online for your brand, right? So you have to look into that. Let's move this a bit, move this to the right, so there's quite some space between them. All right, so I look forward to seeing what you are going to create for your brand. Bye.